Three, two, one. Good morning, guys. It's Luke Marshall here, and today I want to talk to you about whale hunting. I've been talking to the market quite a lot since the start of the year, and it's become very evident that the whole market does not know how to talk to whales. I've been talking to whales my whole career. My first client was Citibank. My second client was HP. 40, 50, 60 clients later, I've worked with the likes of Google, Facebook, L'Oreal, BMW, Microsoft, Sony Pictures, 20th Century Fox, Mini, like the list goes on. You could, and they are, all whales. They are the biggest end of town. They have multi-million-dollar marketing budgets. And if you sell digital marketing or marketing services or you're an agency, they're the whales. This principle applies to other markets as well. If you provide specialist services that are 50, hundreds of thousands of dollars, you know that whales can make or break a business. So since the start of the year, talking to the market, there's people that don't get it, that don't understand what I can do. They don't understand what is involved in sort of talking to a whale, and they're missing some key details. And so today, I'm just going to talk to business owners who want to land more whales. So I'm just going to share 5 things I know from 13 years of hunting them and servicing them and spending millions and millions of dollars for them. And if you find it valuable, let's set up a call. Okay, let's go. So, in case you're wondering, and if you are, probably not the right video for you, the business world is made up of lopsided power dynamics at every level. There's a principle called Pareto, or the 80-20 rule, in which 80% of investment or spend or power, however you want to frame it, is controlled by 20% of a segment. Think of the Amazons, Googles, Facebooks of the world and the level of digital marketing inventory they control relative to the rest of the market. It's a very lopsided power dynamic, and this applies to other industries as well. Take automotive. I think there's about 35 to 40 manufacturers that are active in the Australian market. I don't even have to look at the numbers. The top 5 control 80% of the market, roughly. It's just how it works. These lopsiders are known as whales. If you're a business owner that is selling to businesses, you want whales, no questions asked, but there's some things you need to know. The first is, I've already mentioned it, but they make businesses. This is businesses at all levels. All businesses pay attention to whales, what they do and what they need. A quick one, during my time at Google many, many years ago, there was an exercise that the exec team ran through at the global level that was basically, hey, if one of the biggest advertisers in the world, let's call them Unilever, wanted to spend $1 billion with us, what would that look like? Do you know how the team responded? They went and looked at every microprocess and mapped it across a sequence and scrutinized every element of their business and determined whether Google at the time could, say a Unilever approached them and said, we want to spend $1 billion with you, they could handle that. It's a really worthwhile exercise for any business, because if a whale decides to work with you, you are gonna have to work. And the returns are absolutely there. They can make and break a business, but you need to make sure you're set up to absorb them and work with them. Which sort of goes into my next point, which is they are high touch. The amount of work it takes to even get a conversation with a whale is huge. They are used to being sold to. They are very busy people. They are managing mountains of money and operations and all sorts of things. And if they're asking you for something, you find a way to get it to them. I'm not saying whales, they can be 10 times the value of another client. They're not 10 times the amount of work, but there is an expectation that you are going to deliver high touch. And there are entire businesses, particularly in the agency world, that have people engineered to service those needs in a high touch fashion. They're usually called account managers, client service people. It's a whole thing. Cool. If you're a business that has a whale, do not rely on just one whale. You want to de-risk your business. You don't have control over every element of their business. Obviously, you love working with them, but all good things do come to an end eventually. So do not rely on just one. I'm watching Mr. Robot at the moment. It's a great show. I'm only 2 episodes in, and it looks like the cybersecurity firm that the protagonist works with, they're relying on one client for 80% of revenue. That just wouldn't happen in the real world. Well, it does, but those businesses don't survive. Cool. I mentioned it with the high touch, but even if you are high touch and you're going above and beyond to service these people or whales, that's table stakes. That's the price of entry. There is so much more you have to do and justify, and value you need to deliver, and experience you need, runs on the board, testimonials. You have to earn your right to be able to work with them. And going above and beyond, or just that excellent service that you are known for delivering, that's just the price of entry. There's more you need to do. Cool. The last point I sort of want to mention is that a very small percentage of the market has the ability to go out and land whales consistently. I've been speaking probably to too much of the market, if I'm honest, since the start of the year, and various business owners at various stages of their business, a lot of them are merging, and I get fairly basic questions like, oh, how do you know that if you're charging, $30K for 3 months of work, that you're worth it? Like, I know I'm worth it. I know that I can parachute into a business and start dispensing value as soon as I hit the ground. But I didn't start like that. I started my career, putting together performance marketing reports for a bank. 13 years later, I'm still learning things that I don't know about the sort of high stakes world of client engagement and working with whales. I definitely know a lot, but there's always more to know. I consider myself a student, but I've also earned the right to have those conversations. I'm talking to a CEO, a CMO, a head of marketing. I know what they're after. I know how to tell them what they need succinctly, and I know the pitter-patter that goes with sort of high stakes client engagement. So they're the things that I know about whales that I wanted to share today. But if you have listened to this video to this point, I actually want to leave you with a bonus, which is an unfair advantage for those in the digital marketing realm in particular, which is the market very consistently over a long period of time underestimates how much digital can help with landing whales. Whales do not understand concepts like, digital sales sequences, segmentation, squeeze pages that are optimized to go towards the top 5% of their customers. It's little things that you can do in the digital realm that go above and beyond in terms of delivering more value for the high net worth customers. There is a playbook for engaging these customers in a way that is high touch, but also optimized for digital so that you don't have to do everything yourself. I'm constantly surprised by businesses that go, it's just Instagram ads, I just need more followers. No. There is so much more that you can do with digital. And if that's piqued your interest, let's have a chat. Thanks for watching. You can follow me on LinkedIn by sending a personalized request. If you're not sure how to do that on desktop, you have to click connect, and usually there's a prompt which gives you a personalized request. On mobile, you've got to click a button to get the personalized request. Either way, don't just send me a request. I get a lot of them, and I'm kind of annoyed with the pitter-patter that comes with those anonymous requests. I don't get it. LinkedIn's weird like that. If you are interested in getting some help and with your B2B business and you want to find more high value customers and you're engineered to service them and have done this in the past, I will help you. Request a planning session at lukemarshall.net. I'm about to give my marketing a bit of an overhaul. It's been a bit spread as I've adapted my consultancy, and I want to work with people that get it. So if you're an established business and looking to land more whales, let's chat. Thank you.